Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3. Now, last episode we ended having just finished up a couple of the, Brigade Strength Increase techs, which greatly increased the number of troops I have in the field. We pumped like an extra 1,000,000 men. Spread across the entire army, yeah, maybe 1,000,000 men into the armed forces, which is going to be really useful for me. These, garrisons, the standard garrisons now have over 10,000 men in them each. When, playing as the Soviet Union, numbers are definitely the way to go. So I'm pretty excited about that. And they're all about to get the infantry branch upgrade. Let's see how much longer is that going to take. 96.8, 99 should be this one. There we go. And that actually increased their defensiveness, which, again, very, very good. It went from a 7 to an 8. If you guys didn't know, these little numbers on the counters are just a rough estimate of their offensive versus their defensive strength. So number high on the back end will be better for defense, and number high on the front end will be better for offense. And I'm basically trying to set up my entire military to be good on the defense, so it's working out. Is that all 5? That is 5 new armored divisions right there. We have a full armored corps right here, which I'm pretty stoked about. I think we're going to get a lot of... Let's take a look at the tech. Artillery strength increase. That's going to be really good. Small caliber tank guns, medium velocity guns, short barrel guns, tank destroyers, infantry support tanks, armored car designs. So yeah, a bunch of our tank related stuff is going to finish up pretty soon, which will give our armored cores a nice upgrade they could definitely go for. Like when I look at these artillery strength increases, when I look at these right here, these infantry that came, I basically came with the game, I don't like the looks of them. Well, although they have the same defensive capabilities as basically everyone else. I just wish they had medium arty instead of regular arty. Yeah, that really crushed my officer ratio, didn't it? The brigade strength increases. Because I'm Russia. There's a lot of artillery in the Russian military. Now, did I attach... Okay, they did, and then these guys... need to get attached to Kharkov Military District. I think we're going to have to make another corps for down here. Our army group. I don't know, that's pretty... Ooh, another group of airfields just built. They built pretty quickly, which I'm a little surprised at. I mean, let's see. Yeah, 1 month. 1 month and like 1.5 IC for an airbase. That's really quick. A ton of ICs going into reinforcements right now. And you can see our arties all going up to about... It probably looks like that the heavy arty is going to stabilize out at about 1,800. No more than that. 1,900? Let's put it on speed 5. Well, 2,000? Who's this? Afghanistan, crude oil for money? I got oil. Now, infantry, where are we going to need that? I feel like we're going to need more infantry down this way. I'll start putting them down there. Although I think the other infantries are... they're not too far off. So that was... So those two... Well, where did this guy go? Conquered Greece. Oh, interesting. So Greece and Yugoslavia are now gone. Now part of their country. All right, so there should be more going into production. Yeah, there is. Should be more going into production. Getting that officer ratio up. All right, so now we're going to have a bunch going into upgrades. Well, decent, at least more. Yeah, about doubled it. Technology, let's go to tanks and see if we unlocked any other techs. We did. Light armor designs, medium armor designs. Let's get those up to the top. Take that one off. Take that one off, take that one off. Infantry strength increase, top. 40, 40, 40, okay. All right, good. If we could do the infantry strength increase again before war breaks out, I'd be really happy with that. Direct fire unit combined arms advance, so that's more combined arms for like anti-tank guns and stuff like that. 22% combined arms bonus for basic infantry divisions, not that bad. What about for my garrisons here? 13%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, they're all good. Oh, infantry guns are getting an upgrade here. 107 millimeter. Russians, I feel like the Russians always had very peculiar calibers for their weapons, but it's Russia. They do what they want. They do what they want. Although the 76 millimeters are 3 inches. They're exact same caliber as... Are they exact... I know it's like 76.3 millimeters or something like that. I think it might be the exact same as the American anti-tank, or the American 76. Crude oil for money from Hungary? No. Form the mechs. Yes. Novograd. Well, Novograd's up here, right? So it should have formed somewhere up here. If I was them, where would I be? Is that it? That's gotta be... No, that's not it. Although these guys do need a... I thought I had one sitting around somewhere. Oh, I spread out my garrisons off screen, so that should take care of a bit of revolt risk. There are actually some German units right here, but there's not much. Not terribly concerned with that. I really hope there's not another officer purge, but there probably will be. Alright, so... You guys aren't doing anything right now. Let's bring you to the front. I've got bodies. Got to do something with them. All right, you go over here. This is the most heavily defended area in the line right now. It actually has more pillboxes and a level of forts and double the garrisons. It's because it's the only level, the only area in the Magnus line that isn't bordered by a river. Or so, it's the whole thing is flowing along these rivers. Rivers give you a massive attack penalty. All right, so we got this is a whole it's sitting right here. Yeah, that's all. This is a whole armored army. Then we're gonna have to do another one right here. What I think I could probably do is keep one armored army up here, and I'll have enough for a second one down here. I evenly distribute them because we got to stop thinking German tactics where you concentrate them in one spot. Now I pulled another. I don't know where I put him. Cavalry. That's a cute little army right there. There should be another infantry division somewhere. You gotta go right here. Armor, tank destroyers. There, cancel that. So, our tank destroyers should be upgrading right now. If we go to production and brigade attachment, we should be able to see what kind they are. I like to check. Anti-tank guns are just anti-tank 3, and these are Su-85s, actually. That's pretty cool. And look how quickly they build, 68 days. That's why I like these tank destroyers. They build super quickly. They have a good heart attack, a decent penetrating attack, and they're pretty defensive comparatively. They're very defensive comparatively. Let's see, what do our piercing attacks look like right now? Because that's what's going to be important. So heavy armor, and then tank destroyers. Heavy AA doesn't have the what's it called? Doesn't have the tech upgrades yet to be decent anti-tank weapons. Just want to make sure there's nothing I can do here. From Norway, give me some money. From Norway. That's at Norway, right? Maybe they're government in exile. So, oh, they formed the full Croatia. So this is going to be mighty interesting. The Germans are starting to redeploy their forces to my border. You can see them building up. Got some special forces. It's very thin right now, but it's definitely thickening up a little bit. Medium velocity tank guns, expand an airbase. Build it. Start production. What do we finish? Oh, armor. Medium velocity tank guns. That unlock anything else? No. Let's see. Infantry strength, light armor, basic education. That's going to be good. Armor unit training, infantry support tanks. I don't have a lot of those in the army, but I do have some. All right, so we're getting better. Oh, hey, Penny. Penny's bugging me right now. She wants a little attention. The Glorious has been lost due to enemy action. Interesting. I wonder what happened. The Germans must have sunk it. Unless, I mean, they're not at war with Japan yet, are they? That'd be interesting. Armor unit. Command and control. I think that's what that was. Or was that training? Ooh, Panzers. USSR expelled from League of Nations. The International Peacekeeping Organization, formed at the end of World War I, expels the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics in response to the Soviet invasion of Finland. Capitalist swine. Love it. So there's 3. Production. Interesting. So him down there. These guys will attach to that. Okay. 76.2. I thought it was 76.3, but it's 76.2. So let's attach these guys up. I'm trying to get everyone properly attached into the order of battle, and I think I got it pretty good. We're getting closer to finishing that. So let's see. All of these guys are attached up. Let's congregate them right here so I can see easily what I'm working with. That leaves me 3 more cores here, which means I'm going to need another army. Let's attach these guys up. There's not too much point in trying to cherry pick leaders right now because all my leaders are pretty bad. They're pretty basic. Like skill level 1 guys. It's going to take them a while to, you know, be of any real use. So what we can do is it's the 10th Army. If I'm making specific armored armies, I like to throw that into the order of battle, the name, so that I can tell easily. 10th Armored Army. Let's see, you are going to attach to the 10th Armored Army. Attach to the 10th Armored Army. And then we can take that whole army, which is here, 3 cores, and we can move them down south a little bit. Spread these guys out. All right, it's almost 1941. I mean, it's interesting having blown through this much of the game so in, you know, like a dozen episodes, because as Germany, you know, I was engaged in combat since the beginning of, like, 1939. But the Soviet Union is all about the buildup. And frankly, I don't know if this is going to work out well, or I might just faceplant. One of those, oh, everything's going into what's it called right now? Green officer ratio. Loving it. So those are all finishing up in end of December. Tanks, infantry. Got those garrisons coming, but kind of delayed. Managing massacre, infantry support tanks. Serbia's mobilizing. Tracks and suspension. So tech. We can go into... Oh, that's actually maxed out. What are we doing? Armor. Heavy armor designs. So we do have heavy armor in the game, so might as well get that going. So let's see. The next thing coming off is supply production, basic education, armored car designs, cast armor construction. That's going to increase organization and decrease build time. But decrease their armor, actual armor values. That makes sense. Cast armor was... You know, surviving T-34s They were built to have like a shelf life of several weeks. They weren't supposed to, last for months and if not years like German armor. They were supposed to roll out of the factories, go into combat, last a little while, get destroyed, and the crews would go to a new tank. So the casted armor would have these, it wasn't cast perfectly. They weren't going for workmanship. Had these huge gaps in the armor sometimes that you could like stick a finger through the armor into the inside of the tank. Iran has been accepted into the Axis. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Interesting indeed. That's something I might have to keep my eye on. Gonna get some garrisons down here just in case. I don't think it's gonna be a big deal. Oh, you can see the Germans building up. Divisions are starting to stack. It's starting to stack up. I definitely want more infantry on the line, though. I definitely want more infantry. 91%. I feel like this is going to get it to like 99%, and then another purge is going to hit. I don't know why I have that horrible feeling. Oh, 8 9s. Nice. Now, I bet the medium already got upgraded, too. Armored car designs. I don't know. I think pretty much all my tank divisions have armored cars, right? Like the ones I built? Maybe not. Another level of air bases will finish up on the 29th. I'm selling energy to Italy, but I don't really care about that. Supply production. That's going to reduce the amount of IC I have to devote to supplies. There's the air bases. What I'm trying to do is get the air bases back here up to level 10 so that it'll get the option to the Lend-Lease Act. Let's see. Transfer of war supplies, including food, machinery, services to nations whose defense is considered vital to defense of the United States in World War II. Passed in 41 by U.S. gave the president power to sell, transfer, lend-lease, or lend-lease such war materials. The president directed to set the terms of the kind of prosperity, other direct blah, 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 blah. USSR was included. At the end of the war, practically all allies of the United States have been declared eligible for lend-lease aid. So if I went to diplomacy, do you have to ask for it, or is it just in there? Let's see. I don't see from lend-lease anywhere. I can distribute it. Okay, would you have to go to diplomacy, and then let's go to... Oh, they're not in the allies yet. You need to be at war to request lend-lease. Interesting. So I can't ask for it yet. Espionage focus. National unity is fine. Neutrality. I mean, they're going to declare war on us soon. Reduce our threat levels. Counter-espionage, counterintelligence, Air Force, land intel, land organization, IC efficiency of production. Let's do IC efficiency of production. That seems good to me. A balanced Red Army and Air Force. Yeah, let's go for it. New factories. Boom. Of course, we're going to build new factories. Economic. We're going to go short term now for the IC boost. Negotiations have included, we've just signed Soviet-Japanese Neutrality Pact. So we're neutral with Japan. And we're good for the year of 41. Now, still got time before Germany attacks, theoretically. Don't know. The undeclared war. All right, so they're going after German U-boats. Oh, look at that, 3.4 million men. But last time I looked, it was like 2.3 million. So definitely really increased the number of troops on the border. Turkey's mobilizing. Massively increased the number of troops on the border. I'm really looking forward to this basic education. We're so far behind. We're behind on a lot of stuff, but that's because there's not a lot of ICE or leadership to devote to tech right now. Still just trying to get the officer ratio back up before war is declared. And I mean, at this rate, oh, what's going on? Why are they moving? Why are they redeploying so many units? Iran is mobilizing. All right, infantry right here. All right, you guys need a leader. So we're going to grab one of these and strategically redeploy them down here. And what else? Build that garrison. Now, do we want to start garrisoning? We can garrison city, or what we could do is start throwing them in the Pripyat marshlands. Or we can start putting them in, like, cities. Make it more difficult for the Germans to overrun them. And yeah, we can start doing that. I mean, making it more difficult for the Germans to overrun cities. That'll be control over Western Russia, resources 10%. I don't know why we just got that. Mech. National recruiting policy. Boop, 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 boop. Prefer balanced insane. Now, if we go into the order of battle, we should be able to pick out these mechanized units. They should pop up near the bottom, I thought. But I'm not seeing them. It's not these guys, right? No. Because they should be unattached to anything. I don't see them anywhere. Unless they formed attached into units. Just like going around grabbing stuff, seeing if I can find where these guys deployed. I don't see them in. Oh, that's got to be a big. Is this some of them? No, that guy's attached up. It says they're forming, and I don't know where they're forming. I have no idea whatsoever where they're going or coming from. Eighth Army, yeah, you can attach the 8th Army. Or maybe not the 8th Army, maybe the 3rd Army up here. Alrighty. You attach to... Is that the right one? No, you're not anything right now. But you're full. I wanted him in this one. Oh, that's fine though. That's fine. I can work with that. And this will attach to that. So we got 3.7 million men on here now. Trying to get everyone basically set up correctly. Basically. It's working out okay. All right, when's the next air bases should finish up middle of February, it says. Good. Well, let's see if we could find, okay, some of our like light tanks and shit. Well, what are the BT-7 still? If I was like a light tank, what would I be right now? Just a T-26 still. All right, nothing. Well, we didn't actually get those techs done yet. We got like the guns and stuff like that, but not the techs. Basic education, that's going to finish up on January 29th. That's going to give us more leadership to work with. Our leadership's actually not that bad. It's just the fact that we have to constantly dump so much of it into our... Man, the Germans, do they really thin the border out that much? Are they sending them down here? Something else must be going on. A revolt? They pissy about that one little tiny revolt? They might be pissy about that one little tiny revolt. We're up to 93%. We'd actually be really close to 100% if we didn't do the strength increases, but we did do the strength increases. Advanced Armor Designs 2. Let's see, Tech, or it's Armor 2, I think. Advanced armor designs. Everybody's defensiveness and toughness. Yep. Armor plate thickness. Yep. And we just gotta wait now. Education. Let's actually look at tech. So it's at 6161 right now, and then on January 29th we should finish up that. And let's see what it'll jump up to. Maybe we have to refresh. Sweden's mobilizing. 6161. That didn't seem to have moved at all. That's interesting. And unfortunate for me. Don't know why, but alright. Where did I put this other guy? Oh, we started putting them in cities. That's what we were doing. Let's see here. That's a city. Urban combat. And then, I mean, once they get run over, I mean, it's not a big deal. We can let them get run over, or we can fall them back and have them shore up the Magnus line. But basically just give the Germans a tough time taking urban areas. Urban areas are naturally defensive. Now it looks like they're shoring up defenses in the south here. The Romanian border is the most lightly defended. I feel like there should be a infantry division somewhere, but I don't know where he is. 8th Army. Alrighty. Let's try spreading these tanks out a little bit. Motorized infantry. Put them right up here. Yeah, the Germans are definitely stacking up the border. Build it. See. Oh, you know, I'm so hesitant to hit that air map mode button because I know the game was crashed on me before when I hit it, and we're like 27 minutes into this, so let's give it a quick save before we do that. Alrighty. So that's a level 10 unit. Okay, that's a level 8. See, there's no big ones near the front. They all get built the fuck back here. Which is frustrating. It's extremely frustrating. And my Air Force is going to be heavily outclassed by the German Air Force when war breaks out because I haven't been putting tech into my Air Force. I've been putting it into my, you know, into boots on the ground. Who did that attach to? Oh, you know, I accidentally created a core there to delete this guy. I was say, how did he automatically attach to something? There we go. Oh, these guys. These guys are actually not half bad. I'm pretty happy with these. I like that you know, I've got like 8 full mountain cores that are pretty damn good. Send urban terrain. I don't know why I didn't have it. I planned on trying to keep Riga, and I didn't have anybody in it. I'm a little surprised at myself. Tanks. Let's start forming them up down here. Good. Production jumped up to 510. I think that may have been the... Oh, I don't even know. That might have been the short-term investment for IC instead of long-term. Yep, that was urban too. Ooh, 59. What's that getting? Are we off the bottom of the production chain? Ah, we are. That means we can start thinking about more construction. We could do another level of defense. That's feasible. I mean, what is this? Level like 4 all the way around now? Yeah, basically. Except for right there, because you can't get there. You have to come from the sides. Oh, I love that it's a decent ratio. I really love that it's a oh, now it went up. It went up like 2 points. That's 2 more research. That's 2 more techs. Is that artillery barrel and ammunition? Yes, it is. So organization goes down, but soft attack goes up on everything. Ooh, defense goes up on everything by a pretty healthy percentage, too. Nice. Definitely going to be building a lot of rocket artillery when the time comes. Oh, the Germans. Oh, I fear them. I fear them, I fear them, I fear them. I do not know. Ooh, 85 millimeter. But that's heavy AT. Well, I guess we'll worry about production on the beginning of the next episode. So everybody, if you have enjoyed this, just drop me a like, leave me those comments right down below, and if you're interested in more Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3, just subscribe to this channel, and I will see you next time.